Yes, come on.
Good afternoon, all of you. So, welcome all of you in this in-house training presented by Shashi Pratibha Kuchur, Life Skills. So, all of you know we already are from so many years we are teachers. So, all of we also know that skills are very much important for us also and for our students also. So, first of all, life. So, life we already know that it's not very much easy for each and every one of us. Some of the times we are facing many of the difficulties in our life, means many hardships in our life, everyday life we are facing. Sometimes it is hard, sometimes it is easy going. But life is sometimes hard, life is a struggle, life is beautiful and sometimes it is joyous also, and life is precious too.
Not clear.
So, life is not all about feeling that we are in a struggle, we will sit down, but life is all about, it's not waiting to for the storm to pass, but it's about learning how to dance in rain. So, whenever we are facing any of the troubles or hardships in our life, we should face them. Whatever situation we are, whatever we are having with the things, we should face them. So, this life skills is very much required for ourselves also, so that we can understand how to manage ourselves, how to face that situation, and also in our education also this life skills is required. So, an education which helps in solving problem, thinking creatively and critically, building healthy relationship to make the balanced life. So, this life skills will help us in solving our problems, thinking creatively and critically whenever we have any problems in our life or in our students' life. In 2000, Decker's World Education Conference says all young people and adults have the human right to benefit from an education that includes learning to know, learning to do and learning to live together and learning to be. Means each and every of our students have right to get such an education which let them what is learning to know, learning to do, learning to live together and learning to be in their lives. Then only they would be able to understand the real sense of education. Next is life skill education is a program which aims to provide students with the strategies to make healthy choices that contribute to a meaningful life. Means every students or we should also learn life skills so that we can make the healthy choices around us. Whatever we are having the situation, each and every situation we can make a healthy contribution or a healthy choice we can make. It is basically learning need for all individual, various skill like leadership skill, communication skill, mental stability, self-esteem, interpersonal skill, etc. extend to its maximum level if it is practicing effectively. So this, if we learn these life skills, so we can build in ourselves leadership, communication, mental stability, self-esteem, interpersonal skills, and this will help us to be more confident towards our studies or towards our student. So this why these life skills are needed for a teacher to know. So this needs an importance of life skill education for teachers. The ability to self-manage, first one is ability to self-manage. So if we ourselves know how to manage our situation, then only we can make our students learn to manage in their situation whatever they are having just now, whatever around environment is there. So if we will show them how to do that, then only our students can learn the self-management ability. Next one is working as a part of team. As we all are here, each of the different subject, and we mean each of us are very much talented in their ways, and means every other scopes we are having, other subjects we are having, each one have different talent, different ways of teaching. So each student need each one of us, because the studies we are providing just not for only theory thing is there. By this we are making them to go in the world. With these educations only they can stand in their places. So each our students need each one of us, everyone they need, then only we can make them a complete student. So working as a part of team is the main thing which we can practice in ourselves also, and for our students also we can make them learn. Then next one is time management. How do we manage our time, and what time we are going to the class, how much time we are spending with our student. This matters, because if we are going late in our class, then a small time we will give to our students. So it's required to give the time provided to us, whole time to our students. So we should learn our time management, so that our students can also learn from us. People management. Next one is people management. Each one of us also know how to manage with each other within ourselves, teacher and also teacher student relationship, and also teacher parents relationship. So we should know how to manage the relationship, or we should know people management, then only we can tell our students also. Next one is flexible nature. So everyone must be flexible. In one situation, if he is angry, then just now if he or she is going to class, then he should be in joyful nature, in happy nature, then only we can teach our students and be with them in that environment. Next one is adaptability. So adaptability tells us to change according to our situation. As we are here in this institute, so we are here as a teacher. Then if we go to our home, so we are sister, we are mother, or any other for our family. So there must be adaptability in our nature, so that we can help our students to learn that. Next one is ability to solve problem. So everyone must have some problem solving ability, means that is not about the maths problem or science problem, it's about the solving problem in our daily lives. Whatever students are facing their problems, whether they have mental problem or their family issues are there, so we should help them. Some of the we cannot solve, but we can give some type of suggestions to them, so that they can face that problems. Then next one is loyalty. So loyalty, everyone one must be loyal to his or her job, with whichever job he or she would be having, that we should be loyal to that. Then only we can make our students to learn that. Next one is differences between life skills and livelihood. So livelihood, we as all knowing English, so we know कि livelihood means that जीविका के लिए जो आपकी skills होती है, that is called livelihood skills. So for pursuing our life means livelihood skills, this refers to capability, opportunity to pursue individual and household economic goals and related to income generation. Thus life skills are distinct from livelihoods. Then life skill is, this refers to the ability for adaptive and positive behavior that enable individual to deal effectively and with the demanding and challenges of everyday life. So livelihood skills are those skills which are required for our living, livelihood. Then next, life skill is the skill which are required for helping us to how to behave, how to be in any situation, which helps. That type of skills are called life skills. Next one is 10 core life skills given by WHO. So WHO given us 10 main cores which will help that life skills by WHO. So here it is, first one is self-awareness, effective communication, problem solving, critical thinking, managing emotions, interpersonal relationship, creative thinking, empathy, decision making, coping with skills. So these are the skills which will help us to in our healthy life. So here is one of the video, means this is for telling that each one of us are individually very important and each one of us individually different from each other. So here in this which video I am going to present, so this video will tell us that there is one teacher who had taught many of his students. So his previously he had 5 students more before that. So he used the same way for teaching 5 of them. But the next one when comes, so he took different way of teaching. First he had to understand how to teach him. Then only he came to know it. So see this video.
Tell me where we're going?
So in this video we have seen that this panda was unable to learn and his teacher was also unable to understand how to teach. But after so many situations life situations which he was seeing around, after that his teacher came to know how to teach that panda. Not by just making them ki padho, learn this, but he take out the way. That is by eating. Panda wants to eat so much, so by that way he took it out. That by making the things behind, showing him, he can make him learn. So by that he was able to make him learn after knowing that what is the strength in him. So by this I conclude, so we should also take out the ways by which we can teach our student. It's just not by making them or by saying to them ki padho, just now it's important for us. Many of the times it need to make them realize कि why education is important for them. I seriously coming to Jharkhand and knowing the situation about the students, I was unable to understand or make them many of the classes. I was unable to understand how to teach them, but just seeing the video, I came to know कि there are many ways and we have to find out the ways so that we can teach our students in better way. So here WHO gave 10 codes of life skill. Next one is first one, and that is self-awareness. So self-awareness, we all know कि we should be aware of ourselves and all our surrounding. So what this self-awareness is? First one is self-awareness is the ability to focus on yourself and how your action, thoughts or emotion or don'ts align with our internal standard. Next point is, if you are highly self-aware, you can objectively evaluate yourself, manage your emotions, align your behavior with your values and understand correctly how others perceive you. It includes recognition of self, identifying our weakness and strengths. So everyone must know where we want and what we want from our lives. So we must be clear that what we want from our lives, then only we can go to that way for searching that where we want to go. Next one is empathy. Empathy, in many of the sessions also they have told about empathy. So empathy is the thing that feeling, same feeling which others are feeling, same we should feel, putting ourselves in that emotion. So first point is empathy is the ability to emotionally understand and what others people feel, see things from their point of view and imagine yourself in their places. Next point is essentially it is putting yourself in someone else's position and feeling. Then next point is ability to imagine what life is like for another person. In English it is said wearing others' boot, means being in their situation and feeling what type of feel they are just not feeling. So we could feel that type, that is called empathy. So we should also help our students keep learn in our classes. Different types of students are there, and some are very much happy at the same time and some are very much sad at the same time. So we should make our students to aware of all the emotions. By feeling empathy towards each other, they can imagine how each and others are feeling. Next one is critical thinking. So everyone should help our students to build critical thinking. And this first point is ability to analyze information and helps us to recognize and assess the factor that influence our behavior. So critically thinking involves to analyze the information and help us to recognize and assess the factor that influence our behavior. Means what type of behavior we are having, that we can learn from critical thinking. Next point in this is, it is way of thinking about whatever is presently occupied our mind so that you come to the best possible conclusion. If we are facing, if we are in any situation and many of the options we are having around us, so we, by using our critical thinking, we can choose the best one for our lives. Next is creative thinking. So this creative thinking is not only used in science and math but also in the other subject. To see some of the points in it, creative thinking is the ability to form something new out of what is presented. So whatever situation or whatever means problem we are facing around us, it is the making that something new out of that is called creative thinking. It is ability to think differently and provide new angles and perspective to the solutions. Next point is ability of seeing and doing things that generates new idea and build something new from those idea. Means creative thinking involves that is innovations. Means different type of innovations we can show in our class, that includes growth of idea, then process development, creative, inspirational and visual also. Creative thinking help us to take out a new idea or to think differently in whatever situation we are. Next point is decision making. So this skill helps us in deciding deciding the situation, means deciding the problems and help us to make the correct decision in whatever situation we have. So in this some point, the first one is decision making involves choosing between possible solution to a problem. A decision can be thought either an intuitive or reasoned process or a combination. Take appropriate decision about our lives. So decision making can help us to take appropriate decision whatever situations we are facing. Next one is problem solving. So problem solving, in this first point is problem solving refers to the process of finding solution to the problem encountered in life. Whatever problem we are facing, so by developing our problem solving skills, we can encounter that type of problem in our lives. It helps in dealing constructively with the problems faced in our lives. The next point is it has two major domains, mathematical problem solving and personal problem solving. So if we say about problem solving, so it includes the mathematical problem which we are having and the personal problems also. So both by developing our problem solving skills, we can solve both type of problems. Either it is mathematical problems or our personal problems. Next is effective communication. As each one of us are teacher here, so we should learn how to communicate with our students, our parents, then also with each other, so that we can give our ideas to others. First point in this is it's an ability to express ourselves effectively so that others understand us well. Next is effective communications help to understand a person or situation in a better way. So this effective communication will help to understand a person or a situation in a better way. Next point is it enables us to solve the differences between trust and respect in the organization. Next point is sometimes our message is misunderstood or we misunderstand the received message. Effective communication helps us to resolve the problem with both point of view. So many of the times we are facing ineffective communication. Here also some of the time we are unable to understand what one is saying to us, and sometimes we give different type of ideas we are having because of the ineffective communication. So each one of us must learn the skill of effective communication so that we can communicate with each other also and with others also. Next one is interpersonal relationship, means how we are having a relation with each other. In this first point is this establish our rapport with others and also maintain good relations. Next is it refers to the reciprocal and social and emotional interaction between two or more individuals in an environment. Next one is it defines us defined as a close association between individuals and who share common interests and goals. So interpersonal relationship will help us to build a good relation with each other and with our students also. Next one is coping with stress. So if we are facing stress and taking that stress to our class also, so we cannot teach them well. So in this, first point is recognizing the source of stress in our life and find out the ways to control them. Next point is maintain healthy lifestyle, include proper diet, sleep, exercise and social contact with the families and friends and at homes and remotely. Then next point is seek help from physical and mental health needs if required. So stress, if we are facing, so here are some of the ways you can get out of that. That is maintaining proper diet, sleep, exercise, social contact with our families and friends at home. By this we can get out of our stress. Next one is managing our emotions. So each one of us must learn how to manage our emotions so that we can help our students in different way. So first point in this is it means to being aware of our emotions and also know how to manage them effectively in front of others too. Next point is you cannot change how you feel, but you can change how you can react. Next point is separate yourself from the situation if possible. So managing emotions, we already know we cannot change that how we are feeling just now, but we can change the way to show what reactions we are giving to the others, but we can change how we react to that in that situations. Then we are going with the students of the adolescence period, means all of our students are between 12 and above. Most of our students from class 6 and above are here. So they are adolescence 1. So adolescence we already have learned in our B.Ed sessions also. There we know that adolescence is not the easy time. That is, adolescence is the period of stress, strain and storm. Means most of the emotional changes, hormonal changes and all type of situation changes in this adolescence period. So we must tell all these skills which we have already discussed, that is skills to our students, so that in the adolescence period whatever situations they are facing, they can get out of those situations. So here are some of the persons saying about this adolescence period. So different views you can get for the adolescence, but adolescence is not just the simple one that everyone can be good and he or she can get out easily of it. So we as a teacher should help our students to get out of this adolescence period and help them to learn properly. So this life skills for adolescence. So why these life skills are required for adolescence? First, adolescence is a critical period for the development of self-identity. Life skills helps the individual to handle problems and questions commonly encountered in our daily life. So by these all life skills, our student can handle their problems and the questions which commonly comes in their mind. Next point is most adolescent deals with the physiological changes and which could make them vulnerable to the risky behavior. So some of the times we have seen that many of the adolescents are only there being terrorists and other bad things they are doing, because in this situation only they need all type of help, that is emotional, mental and physical help also they need in this time. So we as teaching the student of that period only, we should help them to manage their lives. Then issues faced by adolescent student. So these adolescent students face following problems due to which they can go in the wrong way also. So we can help them and we should help them. So here is managing emotion. They can face many type of emotional problems. Then next one is making identity. So this is the main thing the adolescent student are facing. Going out of the school after this, they will have all the situations, means all the environment, they will go into this world and try to make their identity. So just now they are also focusing or trying to how to build their identity. Next one is building relationship. So just now is the only the time for adolescents one to make relationship as the friends or families. They are just now only going to make after this is school. So peer pressure, so some of the time some students are not so well mannered one and try to leg pull others and try to make others irritate in the class also. We have seen others are trying to irritate others and disturb others. So they must be having some type of problem. So here we should help them to get out of that. Then education and career. So this education and career, this skills we have just not discussed. So by the help of that we can help them in making education and career also. Next one is concerns for adolescents. So adolescents are very much concerns about them. So here are some of the concerns. First is life skills help adolescents to understand their self and to assess their skill, abilities and areas of development. Next is it helps the adolescents to come out with the behavioral problem, promotion of self-esteem. Next one is prevention of antisocial activities and behavior. Next is life skill enables individual to translate knowledge, attitude, values into actual ability and enable individuals to behave in healthy ways given the scope and opportunity to do so. Next one is result of research and studies also provide that life skill education improve the academic performance of individuals. So here we have discussed so many life skills. So these skills will help us also in our life and also our students if we teach them. So here is one of the video for concluding my session. Before that,
to Teachings and Education, 21st Century Learning and Life Skills. Credit and information found at Partnership for 21st Century Learning. A link to their site will be provided below. Teachers must help their students develop specific work and life skills. Now, why should educators care about 21st century learning? Schools have a responsibility to nurture their young students into functioning 21st century citizens. 21st century skills are absolutely essential for everyday living. These skills are necessary for life, work, and citizenship. Understand that life outside of school is nothing like the classroom environment and requires different ways to succeed. Teaching these skills to students will help them become successful later on in their lives. Partnership for 21st Century Learning offers a framework that focuses on student outcomes, which are your goals and learning objectives. There are 4 components components, and the first one is content knowledge and 21st century themes. School curriculum will have students learning subjects such as mathematics, science, world geography, civics, reading and writing, and more. Students must master these core disciplines just to graduate high school. Students must learn at a high level by recognizing and understanding the 21st century themes within these key subjects. Environmental literacy and all the factors that affect it, economic, business, entrepreneurial, and civic themes, global awareness, and communicating around the world. And lastly, health literacy and taking responsibilities for one's personal health. Now on to the second student outcome, which is learning and innovation skills. These skills are broken down into the 4 C's. The first C is creativity. Students must come up with innovative ideas and then put those ideas into action. Next is communication. Teach students to articulate their thoughts effectively using oral and written communication strategies. The third C is for collaboration. Have your students practice soft skills and working efficiently with diverse teams. And the last C is for critical thinking. That is being able to analyze and evaluate evidence, as well as use deductive reasoning for any of life's situations. We now move on to the third of 4 student outcomes: information, media, and technology skills. Students need to be able to access all of the information available to them, and there's a lot of information out there. Although students may be adept in social media, our children should have an understanding of media messaging and how to create media products. Teachers still need to keep students up to date with the rapid changes in technology. They should be able to use digital technologies as communication and networking tools, as well as have an understanding of the dangers of technology. Students can use the technology that they have to manage information in a beneficial way. And the last student outcome, which is life and career skills. And there are many careers out there. Now, when a student enters the workforce, they must be flexible and able to adapt to changes. As adults, we know how important it is to adapt to new and challenging situations. Some more life and career skills, besides being flexible, include having initiative and self-direction, social and cross-cultural skills, having productivity and accountability, and lastly, leadership and responsibility. After student outcomes, 21st century learning is broken down into support systems for schools. First off, schools should have 21st century standards. These standards should emphasize understanding and depth of knowledge while building relationships and understanding across various academic subjects and themes. Second, assessments of 21st century skills. This includes the big 3, summative, formative, and diagnostic assessments. Also included should be standardized test evaluations. Third on the list is 21st century curriculum and instruction. That means teaching 21st century skills in the context of the key subjects and core disciplines. Next up are the 21st century learning environments. Here, teachers should create real-world type learning environments for their students, and they can do this through project-based learning and cooperative learning experiences. And lastly, we have professional development for 21st century learning. These types of professional development for teachers should be directed on various ways. Teachers can integrate these 21st century skills into their classroom. So, right now I just want to say thank you for your time. Subscribe to this channel, check for resources below, and please like and share this video.
So whatever points were left by me, that all points were said by this video. So here I conclude my session. So thank you everyone for listening me.
Thank you.
Nobody has question for this.
One question. So after telling all this importance of this life and its skill, so one question for you. To live life is important or to spend life is important? You got my question?
Yes.
She will answer.
She will answer.
Both are important. To live life properly and to spend life properly, that also important. Yes, both are important.
Spending money
No,
is
how it
to
will can be
live.
both.
Spending money is to live.
जीवन जीना इम्पोर्टेंट है कि उसको काटना, जीवन काटना?
जीवन जीना.
जिसे मोस्टली भी से नो
जीना.
काट रहे हैं सर जीवन. हाँ, सो जीवन जीना इम्पोर्टेंट है. To live life is important, not to spend life. We are
Living life is important.
Cutting life.
This question actually very important question which he asked. No, once I was going through Google like that. So living life and spending life like that. No. Then there I actually according to the condition situation, life as I said automatically it came both are important. No, it comes automatically both are important, and I want to say that both according to me they are both are important. Because suppose some situations are so awkward. Sometimes we cannot make the situation. Situations will make us know. And that situation, spending life is important. And sometimes we are very happy. And we want to make others also happy. And if you are able to make others happy, then living life is happy. When we are in danger, then we are spending somehow you spend.
Yes. Example.
Handle the situation. Spending we are not making the life, we are spending.
Just pass on.
Just to
It depends on the
try to
situation.
come out of the danger.
Just come out of the danger.
Yes, every bad situation I think give us some new hope for something new.
Your face is
And ending Ruby madam.